하는 수가 아니 차당 이제 아니 자가간다 자도 아니 쳇들이 시비 불나고 자도다 이제는 새로 뭐 한게 상관없이 해야 돼요. 다 저리 당도 로망고리야. 이 라와접대야 지다. 배주시대야 지기. 당도 주주 그림 없듯이 근데 소야 그 정보를 빠질 때 이게 권지 때문에로 제하지 그 보고 정보들이 제가 가고 좀 entonces 당연하다 대한도 룩주 저게 아니까서 그게 로튼 그게 붙으면 인사도 되다가 더 터치해 내가 다 담으러야 뜻이 대한도 룩주 뒤에 망세 보면도 와 본용요래도 와 제가 다시 부수 레로 더 마음에 야도 보면서도 싫을 쳐야 하는 거. 자, 가다, 다 로좀, 야, 지, 가서래, 세편으로 야, 용대 거도를, 다 로좀 제래, 대화, 지, 두두고, 라지고, 쟤네 판고, 다 들으실 거야, 이렇게 해서 잘했어. 그래서 두줄이야, 로좀 쟤네, 털두지, 지, 셀프-센터로 걸어가는 거 되겠지, 용대기로 와. 이 거기야, 털도 소설리, 사실로 대, 저렇게, 위험하네.
This will not guarantee being self-centered will give you any benefit and sense of comfort.
Obviously, we are social animals. Therefore, you see, one's own future very much depends on the rest of the community. So therefore, therefore, I think the best way to gain more happiness oneself, pay more attention about the well-being of others. That's the right way. So therefore, our young people now who just now growing and start your life, now please pay more attention about our inner value. That's very important. In the West, in America, in Europe, the education, generally speaking, very highly developed. But among those people who really, as far as education is concerned, and also their economic condition also is very good, but as a person, I found many cases very unhappy person. What is wrong? Plenty of money, very good education, still not happy. So therefore, in order to be happy life, material value alone not sufficient. We must look our inner value. Then our life becomes more fuller and also then be more happier. So that's very important. Yeah, like that. Yeah. 절대 안 들어오고 나니야. 그 배회 놈도 이제 라마 쩐대야.
Just raise your hands, those who are Tibetan students.
비리노도.
The Tibetans. The Tibetan students.
야, 쟤네가 누구?
Next,
거로이었다. 누구도 라마 쩐다.
Bhutan students.
어야. 어땠어? 나 쟤네 그네요. 제가 다 그네요. 라다 그래요.
Any Ladakis?
왜? 누구들?
Ladakis students?
셀키 카드. 오케이. 야. 너 비밀 짠줘 차니? 롱업주.
It has been almost 50 years that we Tibetans became exiled. In Tibet for the last 50 years, there has been a terrible, very sad instances that happened. And particularly in the last year, it was really a very sad thing that happened in Tibet.
Military operation.
In Tibet, the last year, particularly the incident that happened since 10th March, the situation in Tibet really became so intensified, and particularly it became very much repressed by the Chinese communists, and because of which it really turned out to be much more like a military camp.
Unfortunately, some of those concerned Chinese communist officials, well, some leaders also, they consider so long Tibetan unique cultural heritage remains, so long Tibetan spirit remains there, they consider that is sort of danger of separation, Tibet from people from China. So therefore, they really aiming systematically elimination Tibetan unique cultural heritage and Tibetan spirit with Tibetan Buddhist faith. So therefore, since last year, now I am telling describing the present situation of Tibet is something like the ancient nation with unique cultural heritage now passing through something like death sentence. So things are very, very serious. So the inside situation, the more serious we refugee community now must determined. Because we are here in free country. We, last 50 years, we lost our own home. But we found very, very happy new home, this country, in India. When we are free, we always sort of consider it is great opportunity to visit India, because India is a land of spirituality, and particularly Buddha himself, if you come from India, Buddha Indian, and many great Buddhist masters are Indian. And particularly, many of these masters come from South India. so, so I always telling my friend, and sometimes a little joke, I telling I have more respect to South Indian. South Indian's brain is something very special. Whether true or not, I don't know. But emotionally, we really feel, because of Nagarjuna, all these great masters of Buddha Dharma, you see, most of them come from South India, like that. So in any way, one Tibetan scholar, about I think 600 years ago, he,
in his writings.
In his writing, he expressed like that. Tibet, land of snow. Naturally, color of snow is white. But he mentioned, till Buddha Dharma come from India, that land of snow still dark. After light of Buddhism from India reached Tibet, then Tibet become light, red.
Bright.
Oh, ka.
Right.
Ka.
Right.
Right. Oh, like that. So therefore, Bharat, India, is our spiritual home. So last 50 years. Anyway, we are refugees and homeless. But anyway, our spiritual real home. Besides that, when Pandit Nehru, he took special sort of interest, special concern about the Tibetan refugee community, Tibetan refugees. Then also this Karnataka state, then Mysore state, late Nityalingappa, he personally showing genuine concern about it. So after Pandit Nehru request some allocation of land for Tibetan refugee community, right to some chief minister of some state, best response come from Mysore state. So as a result, now this state, Tibetan refugee community, number of Tibetan refugee community, now nearly 40,000. Right? All very happy. I'm quite sure. If Mr. Nityalingappa still alive, I think we will enjoy it. So anyway, last 50 years, we, Tibetan refugee community, besides we carry Tibetan spirit on behalf of 6 million Tibetans inside Tibet. Besides that, we also look after ourselves, resettlement. And then, main thing is education. Again here, Pandit Nehru, personally, special sort of interest, special sort of care. At that time, we tried to raise Tibetan issue at UN. Pandit Nehru, not favor. He says, that's not much use. So inside that, we raised at UN. So at that time, Pandit Nehru personally told me, the real method to keep the Tibetan issue alive is give proper education for younger generation. It is very important. So therefore, we since 60, now 59 April, we reach Mussoorie. Within 1 year, at summer 60, we start, or I think spring month, I can't remember now. Spring 60, still we are Mussoorie. You see, we start first our school, then student, quite young, sort of youth, about 50 of them. Then with that we start first school, Mussoorie. So now these master,
No.
that is all these people at that time, I think very, 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 very young. So in any way, since then, our main effort for education, so I think quite successful, quite satisfactory result last 20 years. Generally, education standard, I mean, Tibetan in this country as a refugee is much better than Tibetan inside our own country. That's, I think, one of our great achievements. In the meantime, in this state, because the facility better, so major monastic institution of Tibet also established in this state. Now, monk students in this state, nearly 10,000. They are studying traditional sort of Buddhist, traditional way, or Buddhist philosophy, study, which is actually, I think, similar tradition of Nalanda Buddhist institution. Because 8th century, one of great master of Nalanda, a Buddhist great scholar, philosopher, as well as logician, his name Chantarakshita. On the invitation of Tibetan Emperor, Chantarakshita, at that time quite old, over 70-year-old, I think like my age, 74, like that. Then he accepted Tibetan Emperor's invitation, and he personally went to Tibet, and then that's why his life remained there. So Tibetan Buddhism established by such Nalanda scholar, logician, as well as a philosopher. So naturally, the teacher of such sort of quality, he naturally wants his students to become like that. So therefore, the Tibetan Buddhist study, or Tibetan Buddhism, is pure lineage of Nalanda institution. So the way study with logic, in Tibetan bigger institution, these tradition is still kept. So we carry these traditions in our institution, in these bigger monastic institutions now existing in Karnataka state. So now reflect on these factors, and we really feel grateful. Grateful to Government of India and then particularly the state government. So without their help, without their blessing, we cannot develop this kind of situation like that. That's it. That's it. That's full of. I'm going to say to you, that they can look to the so Maran's never couldn't chat you. If Lolia never said, much of it. Man's Yachi Miman deity, Tanya was daddy of it, Samba Tane, some other days all over, Coco Deliberate, and one of the Yao something inside the Tane, Coco, you must be in the Torah, big head. What's wrong?
So having started this institute for higher education with the Tibetan students who are going to get the opportunity here, we should keep in mind and not forget the plight of the Tibetan people, the major Tibetan people who reside in Tibet, how difficult a situation they are in, and keeping these in mind, we should really feel it a great opportunity. We should be feeling great, fortunate to be getting such opportunity studying in such colleges. The majority of the Tibetan people who are there in our own homeland Tibet, although their bodies are there in Tibet, but their minds are directed towards the Tibetan people here in exile in a free country. So we should feel, the Tibetan youngsters should be feeling that, oh, we are the objects of hopes of these Tibetans in Tibet. So on that basis, with that in mind, we should really struggle and be determined and put effort in our education. And we also have the Buddhist students here, boys and girls, and you also attended this inauguration ceremony with great joy. And in fact, you also share the same Buddhist culture and tradition with the Tibetans. And in fact, it's all those along the Himalayan range that share the same culture and same religion. So we use the same translations, the Kanjur and Tenjur, as our basis of studies. So we have to keep in mind that the modern education that you are trained in should be combined, should be complemented by our traditional studies and traditional values. And these two must go together because we have body and mind. And on the basis of this, having this body, we need, of course, we need modern education, which is meant to enhance material comfort, material progress. And it is not the physical body that we have. We also have mental, we also have mind. So we also need mental happiness, for which our traditional values, traditional culture, and religion will be of benefit. So we should make it a point to have these two, the study of the modern education and the study of traditional heritage combined together.
And it's actually so panic resume the category. The name is social media identity. Daily care. Now you get to do this. I have to pay in it. I have to pay in it. Himalaya did you in it? Social identity. This could be. But this is never so.
And secondly, this traditional study of Buddhism and religion also embodies our own identities. Whether you are Bhutanese or Tibetans or those along the Himalayan ranges, this study of the heritage, our culture, our Buddhist values, these become our heritage and these become our identity. So we should again cherish that as well for that reason.
So then finally, my thanks to concerned people for working this institution. And this now we already one sort of university sort of level institution that's done up. Now formally recognized as a university. So that's in north. Now it is very good. Now south, also another university, as you mentioned. So one in north, one in south, and some positive competition. That could be useful. So I really thank all the concerned people, and then also thank those sort of supporters, or sort of the friends. You come here, and particularly you come here. I very much appreciate. I think that's all. Thank you. Okay.